Ah, it worked. Everything's working just fine. So I am just talking to myself for now because I am the most entertaining boy on earth. Or man, not a boy. I'm more of a man than anybody else. So yeah, that's just me. Uh, me, I'm just gonna shoot the shit. That's just it. I don't really give a fuck about anything. Nothing really worthwhile. So I guess I could just like scroll through the news and some shit, but I don't really feel like reading the news because most of it's like meh. Guys. And speaking of that, Skype is now definitely now kind of just showing off the news, and I don't really feel like reading Skype news. It's like, why does Skype now have to give up news? Like no one really reads that shit, with the exception of maybe like a few people. But I really don't understand the idea of Skype giving out news. Like, what's the deal there? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that up with Skype. Like, why you want to show news so people can go to your platform more? I don't know. Why don't you like fix the settings and the disrupting calls and make it like a little more? I don't know, like the experience more better. Hey, quit texting me, gals. I got stuff to do. You know. Yeah, I'm having RCA. And I still can't stream from there. And it's not because the RCA slow. Well, it's not because the internet's slow on it. It's the RCA. Yeah, I don't know exactly the problem with the RCA, but I'll figure it out eventually. Eventually, I'll be able to fix it. But right now, everything it's just going to be slow. And the call once the calls is able to get through. I think for the most part, it will be okay. It just runs slow on everything. Even YouTube is slow on it, so you have to let it load for quite a bit. So there's that. But anyway, maybe I could just scroll through the funny, funky news through Skype and wonder if it's actually a leftist site or not. And I'm probably guaranteeing it is a kind of a left site. It's like, why is every corporation a leftist? It's an interesting thing. And perhaps it's just like the thing to be. Who knows? I guess you'll find a few exceptions, but then those corporations don't like that other person because they don't follow the. I guess you could call it a script because they don't share the same ideas and the same ideas as the corporations. Ah, I could talk freaking economics and shit if I really wanted to, and how the corporations buy out the smaller companies and monopolize everything, which is actually the true definition of fascism is corporatism. It's an interesting thing, and they actually call it a right thing idea, right leaning idea, but it's not really. It's not actually that. It's a Mussolini idea. It was long before leftist. It's more of a buyout and control all the products in the stock markets. Basically, you can control the enterprise of what's selling and what's buying. Basically, you run everything. That's fascism. But a lot of people like to say fascism is a right-wing authoritarian idea, which is not. So don't let anybody tell you that otherwise. Otherwise, they are retarded. Everybody's retarded. I should be streaming this on Rumble. Who's gonna watch you on Rumble, Bullsy? What the fuck are you talking about? Let's see if the let's see what's today on Skype. You know something's on Skype. There's always something on fucking Skype. Because it's never the case in point. Like who knows? It's just out there. Huh. Yeah, I told you the RC is I should show you the frickin' screen because it's actually working. But it's frozen now. It works, but it's frozen for the moment. And I can only guess how long it's going to be frozen, but I can't. I can't really give a. Oh, see, I'm gonna have to close it just to reopen it again. Here we go with this shit. It's always the online stuff with the RCA. I don't understand it. I'm able to connect to the internet with it, but I suppose it's just choosing not to work at the moment. But it will take some time with that stuff. You just got to be extremely patient and trust me. It can be frustrating. I'm not joking. It would be hard to stream from this. Not that I really want to stream from a tablet or computer anyway. I like streaming from my phone. I've always streamed from my phone. Why would the fuck would you? Why would a Zoomer go to a phone? Fuck that. Let's embrace phones. Phones are the way forward. We shall do that. Anyway, I should really show some like AI stories. I'm planning to do that another time, but you know, this was fun. See the Skype loads again. I got in the RCA. I'm trying to load it. It's taking a long time. I mean, it closed out. It like backed out, but I'm reopening it. So I can't really click on anything just yet because it needs to, easing. You just need to be let it load everything. Load. God damn it. Anyway, a lot of things been happening. I should really put delete them. Let's go here. What should I put? Because hold on the internet. No. What do I like? What do I like? News time? No. What do I like? I'll put this. Oh no, this. Oh, never mind. Huh. Hey, work, goddammit. There we go. That's much better. I think this is better anyway. Although I don't really have a mustache like that or a beard. I can't goatee like that. I can't really grow something like that. Well, I can grow a goatee and a mustache. It's just. It just can't grow that much. Most of my head takes up the hair. So, like, everything else will be hairless. Not that that is a bad thing. I actually like being hairless all over the place. Except for my scrotum area. That's full of hair, too. See, my Skype just slowed down again. It's always the RCA. It's always the fucking RCA. But my mobile phone is fucking great. The RCA should be better than the phones when you really think about it, but they're not. Makes you wonder who devises these things. Fucking goddamn. Oh, it's finally loaded. Finally. By the way, my name is Cake Fucker. No, that's not. It's the Big Butt. Don't listen to me. It's actually called the Big Butt. I am the Big Butt on Skype. Okay, just know that. You're talking to yourself. Like, why the fuck are you telling yourself that? Well, I don't know. Like, this is just what I do. I talk to myself all the time. So it's like I'm speaking to two bulls. Like, okay, which one is the smart one? Which one's the stupid one? Well, I'm still trying to decipher that. It's really hard to decipher. Oh, did I get a? Oh, I'm just gonna let it load. Didn't get a message. Gotta let it load. See, the name doesn't even change yet because it's still kind of like processing everything. Gotta let it load. Gotta let it load. What up, dog? What do you want? Were you outside? Damn, you feel hot. Come on. Why are you burning up? No, wait. Wait, god damn it. Processing system. Yeah, it's in the midst of processing stuff. Like, imagine being in the midst of processing and not being able to process at all. There it is. It's working. Gotta let it load. Still. Yeah, it's loading everything. Like, this is gonna take a long time. Like, it's still loading my new name. I kid you not. It's still loading my new name. There we go. It's loading just fine. Give it time. There we go. Everything's going just fine. Just takes a bit. So, how my face is doing? Oh, it's freaking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Most of you wish you looked like me. Well, one of us. Yeah. Oh, one of me. Bolsey's jealous of Bolsey. I would be jealous of Bolsey too if I couldn't be that pretty. Wait, I am. Hey, hold on. Who's the dumb one? No. Yeah, we're still trying to figure it out. Don't worry. Eh. You know, I don't know if you heard about this, but Biden, Biden F6 was, allowing Ukrainian soldiers or conscripts or neo-Nazi soldiers, you can call them whatever you want because they're anything at this point, trading or allowing the U.S. military to train in F-16s. They let them borrow F-16s first, and is allowing the U.S. military to train the Ukrainian soldiers to pilot the F-16s. To fight the Russians, even though they're, I don't feel like telling the story right now because this is just like, why not? Let's get it out there. Biden actually reversed the plan. I mean, he talked to, I guess, President Vladimir Zelensky, whatever the fuck his last name is. Apparently, he still is planning to train the Ukrainian soldiers to pilot the F-16s, but they're also operating the G7. But that is just the story that's come out. I honestly don't know why anybody supports Ukraine. I guess if you listen to the mainstream media, they'll tell you that Russia's bad and Ukraine good, and they pretend that the Russians bombed the Ukrainian pipeline despite Biden threatening to bomb the Ukrainian pipeline. I mean, this is just putting it out there. I'm just throwing that out there, and then YouTube's gonna be like, "Fuck you! How dare you say such things?" Misinformation. Yeah, just one guy that nobody is watching right now. Go fuck yourself, YouTube. Go suck a dick. Anyway, hey, Joe Biden. I don't really have much to say about the guy, honestly. What else is there to say? I mean, he forgets everything he's supposed to do. I mean, there was a clip of him and Don Lemon talking, where he's stumbling upon his words. When Don Lemon admits he took the vaccine, he's like, "Well, are you sure? Are you okay? I mean, it works." I'm like, whoa. He started stumbling all over the place. He was all over the place. His mind was racing 100 miles away. A bunch of things. Well, his mind can't race because of his lack of brain cells and brain activity going on there. But he was struggling to come up with something that said something about a man landing on the moon. It is, if somebody were to tell me that this guy has perfect cognitive ability, I would think you're a goddamn insane person. I would. Nobody like that would have any sort of cognitive ability at all. And if you were to tell me Joe Biden is smart, he knows what he's doing, everything he's doing is his plan, I'd be like, fuck no. I mean, there's no way you would convince me, got me convinced that he's actually making the plans. He's that cognitive. Yeah, he had the plan to bomb Ukraine pipeline and blame it on the Russians doing it. You couldn't tell me that was him because he can't come up with anything on his own. I mean, the only thing that you could ever convince me that he came up with something on his own was the fact that him saying, "I'm going to take on those rapist Mexicans," and you can hear somebody from the crowd say, "What?" And Biden was like, "No. I mean, there has never been a president. There has never been a president." I don't remember this. This is fucking hilarious. You're right. And it was your son in Ukraine, someone from the crowd, and everybody's just like, "Oh," and Biden looking down and in defeat. It was so perfect. It was maybe the I don't know what you call it, but definitely something turned off, and he just had to come up with things on his own. "I'm gonna take on those rapist Mexicans. Them rapist Mexicans," his words. I mean, I think the most of something that requires an investigation on the guy, and I don't care what anybody says, you can go say there's not been election fraud in 2020. You could say whatever, and it is Trump's fault. I think the part that needs to be investigated is him admitting that him and the Obama administration planned the biggest voter fraud in American politics. That is a serious, serious allegation there. You keep in mind. And you got fact checkers over there like, well, he meant this. I mean, I don't know the exact wording, but they said, but they tried to say, like, that's not what he meant. This is what he meant. But they didn't have a quote from the man himself. They didn't have the source from the man himself. So the question should be posed to Biden what he meant for that on that. So not whoever trying to say, oh, Biden didn't mean that. I mean, who are you to say anything what he really meant? The only man that knows what that man means is Biden himself. Supposedly, right? If he's so cognitive and able to come with all these great ideas, right? Why can't he answer for himself? He has nobody. He still hasn't answered for that. A lot of this is kind of strange. And to note this, I'm just going to say this. I know this is just kind of fun talk and all that shit, but when Mark Zuckerberg was on Joe Rogan's podcast, he said the FBI told him to take a story down, and Zuckerberg just said, well, I thought it was the Biden story, the laptop and Hunter Biden story. I thought that meant that, so that's why I took that down. So think about it for a second. The story that the FBI literally demanded you to take down, he assumed he meant the Hunter Biden story. Okay, that's for one. Him saying he thought it meant the Hunter Biden story. That's one thing. And to note this, the FBI received information about Hunter Biden working for the Ukraine illegally. And the laptop story was information that supposedly contained allegedly questionable information. The FBI withheld that information purposely during the court cases so they can impeach Trump. That's a sign of that's definitely a sign of corruption. Yeah. They do everything they can to protect Biden. I don't know why. It's just amazing. Nobody really likes to talk about these things, but these things are like bad. But then pretend Trump's the worst one. I remember a story. I recall the story where a woman just came out and said, this man sexually harassed me. Then in the middle of the court procedure, so wait, he injured you? He's like, yes. So she actually raped you. Oh, yes, he did that. So her story changed, not to mention. Like, he's going to rape her in front of everybody else, and she's just going to sneak away into another place as he's giving autographs with a bunch of people and rape her. One of it's just like, I mean, it's unbelievable what people will come up with, then pretend it's true. People are actually considering that to be true, yet he hasn't even been given a fair trial. And they're like, they're not going to give Trump a fair trial. But like, wow. They don't even care. They just really dislike Trump. They really, really have a hate on her for Trump. Or they're racist to orange people. Just remember that. They're racist to orange people. You know what? We should literally start a movement called Orange Lives Matters. Orange Lives Matter. Orange Lives Matters. I think that's the most important part about all of this, is that the fact that orange lives matter. I think that matters most than anything. Like, oh shit. Why not go for Orange Lives Matter, but instead, no, Black Lives Matter. They're killing all the Asians. They're suffering. Yeah, shut up. Like, hey, there's too many Asians in the honors classes. We need to take them out and put some black people in there. Then you got a guy sitting there who's a complete fucking retard going, duh, how do you spell this word? Dude, it's literally it's literally the. It's THE. The. Bro, books are fucking my kryptonite, bro. Get that away from me. Chucks the book across the room and hits the teacher in the face. Can't report him to the principal's office because they would be considered racist. Well, the black person can't be in your class. Fuck you. I'm gonna dox you. Fucking put it on fucking EC and then news and be like, this white person, this is white supremacy, even though it's an Asian person. This is white supremacy, not allowing a black kid to participate in honors class and fucking doxing a fucking teacher that is actually Asian. They would fucking do that and call it white supremacy on the Asian person. Yeah, they would fucking do that wholeheartedly. Like, they don't give a shit. It's like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Why are you doing this? Fucking, hey, do you know this fucking white person lives in your neighborhood, shows a picture of a fucking Asian person, like literally yellow with freaking, like, nice cut hair and like a nice suit. This is a white person. He's a white supremacy. Get him. Some person's just looking at the picture going, this dude's white? Yeah, look at his. No, yeah, he's a white supremacist, bro. He denied a black person to participate in an honors class. And he made the black person throw a book at his face. And the person's just like looking at it like. So the black person assaulted the teacher because he didn't know how to spell a word. Sounds like a reasonable way to, go at white people. Attack the Asians. They'll do that. They'll do that. I think they'll actually do something like that. It wouldn't surprise me for them to actually just pull a stunt like that and be like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck the white people. Look at this white person. It's a freaking bunch of Asians who just kind of just endorse Trump. These is white supremacy people. There could be black people there too, like Hispanic and anybody else. You'll fucking see like CNN, MSNBC, freaking you name it. Going, look at all these white supremacists supporting a orange man. But we need to stop them now. And the pan pictures to like 3 white people out of like a bunch of black and Asians. They'll like, look at all these freaking white supremacists. Yeah, they're evil. We need to destroy them. Something like fucking that. Then to bring pitchforks and a bunch of freaking leftist Antifa mods that are mostly white themselves and bring a bunch of pitchforks, fucking knives and shit, attacking a bunch of blacks and Asians. See, they're peaceful protesters. That's what you'll get. That's what the fucking you'll get. A bunch of freaking artards creating more artards, violence against people that probably ain't even white, and saying it's white supremacy. Blame the white people, even though it is actually kind of white people causing this. It's interesting, though. White people are hating white people in the United States more so than anything. There's white supremacy against white people. Think about it. It makes interesting sense. White people are trying to suppress other white people by using racial motivation. Like, okay, we are a white country. We need to, we need to freaking oppress ourselves now. We already oppressed the Asians by, internet camps. We suppressed the blacks by slaving them. We suppressed Hispanics by making them work for us for minimum wage, lower than others. Sometimes, because we're corporations. Let's suppress ourselves now. Let's make all the racial ethnicities hate white people. Technically, I honestly see that. It's not out of the ordinary. Although, there's also white people that, if I remember correctly, black people by affirmative action can go to college for free. Indians don't have to pay taxes. Hispanics, based on age, including Asians, I don't know for certain, but I remember reading that Hispanics do make more minimum wage than the average white person and black person and Asian. Asian by age will be paid more than a white person. So, like, there's a lot of benefits white people do give for different racial ethnicities, and white people are, in fact, protective of others. Racial ethnicities. We're like a bunch of. We try to give the economic and money advantage to other racial ethnicities. White people don't need it. We're commonly good at money management, economics, and manipulating through the system. That's just kind of the white man thing. Hey, we've been able to create a system that helps China with capitalism too. Capitalism saved China, so a lot of the world has benefited from U.S. and a lot of white countries. And this is not saying white people are better, but white people, from a standpoint, are better at running business than any other racial ethnicity. This is just how it is. That's why white people are better at making money. It's not a racial thing exactly. It's more like, naturally speaking, there's going to be different racial ethnicities that are good at something better than others. Asians with their mathematics, Hispanics with their work ethic, blacks with their sports, Indians with their gambling. I would say. So overall it's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about when it comes to racial ethnicity. I just made an argument. There is like a there's gender. What do you call that again? Where people like tries to say women are do certain things. They can do certain things. Other men can do certain things. Well, I know some people like to argue this. I don't know the exact term, but it usually involves that one particular group of people is good at something and can do something better than the other. Fuck it. Yeah, and I just assumed, and I made that point with racial ethnicity people. Let me try to find the term. I gotta know the term. Gender. What is it called? Gender roles. Yeah, so I just made an argument for racial roles, somewhat like that. Although I'm more progressive, but I do believe there's some roles that other people do play, and usually that involves racial ethnicity and gender roles. A lot of people can do different things, and there's some people that can do a thing that somebody else can't do. That's just how that is. You can't really I mean, you could change it throughout history if one particular group practices another thing enough, then they could probably do this be just as good. But overall, nobody really wants to do the work to be just as good. So like, just give us it because we're entitled to it. It's strange. And you'll mostly see white people exploring more culture, like Chinese, Vietnamese, Russia, anything really. French. White people are actually like expressive in a lot of cultures. Like they can explore a lot. So I'm not saying that's not a bad thing. Like someone exploring a different culture and appreciating it. You'll find a lot of people like Hispanics, Chinese, any other culture, across the world, appreciate somebody else sharing their culture, right? And the only people that really complain about that is white people. It's interesting. White people complain about another white person experiencing culture, and you might see some Indians and Hispanics saying, "Look at white people trying to colonize things again, trying to take away culture." That's not how that works. I mean, you can't take culture. Culture is not something you can just own. It's people are fucking weird like that. To say this, exploring different cultures is actually more important than you realize. I mean, you can't just safekeep something because of its history. I mean, like, who cares? Let people explore what they want. Like, why do you care if some dude wants to smoke some weed and sell it? How dare you take black culture, you piece of shit! Yeah, I'm gonna fucking crowbar your face and stab your eyeball out, you monster! That's the black man's! And it's like, dude, it's called free enterprise. I can sell whatever I fucking want. Plus, I got the license to sell it. What are you doing? Why do you care? Like, let people do what the fuck they want. Shit. People are weird like that, man. They just wanna They just want to pretend they're good people and scream about something that really doesn't matter. I remember listening to Ray William Johnson on one of the YouTube shorts where he's talking about how there's YouTube drama and people are telling him you don't know anything about this particular subject. It was called the didgeridoo, right? So it's a woman about a woman playing the didgeridoo, and people were mad about the fact that it was a white woman, even though this was I guess, part of the Indian culture where only Indian men and nobody else could play the didgeridoo, and that was the culture, and that was the rules of it. So they were saying you're disrespecting the culture because you're okaying a white person, not just being a white woman, a white person, just in general, playing the didgeridoo, and saying you're promoting white supremacy. I don't know if that was the exact wording, but it was basically saying you are non-knowledgeable, you're dick, you're saying you're disrespecting culture, right? And Ray William Johnson made the perfect point. People are allowed to have a particular bubble, have certain rules in their own bubble. That's fine. But once you enter out that bubble, there becomes more of a variety of rules, and there's rules outside that bubble. And he makes the point it's called equality. Not necessarily true because everybody's not equal in some way or another, but I know his point. You're going to find certain mainly on would disagree that saying white person can't play a didgeridoo. It's interesting because people are so weird on safekeeping an instrument because of its culture and history, despite the fact that the only people that really care are the ones in the U.S. and they are a minority. It's weird that, and I saw like he looked Indian. He was like, well, if you really knew your research, you would have really known its real name. Like, it really fucking matters to begin with, but even so, it doesn't really disprove his point. And I remember reading this comment section where somebody says, yeah, right, slavery was part of culture too, just saying. And the Indian guy literally blamed that on the white person as if they were the first people to slave people, which is so stupid. Like, the last people to even own slaves were white people, and they were the first to abolish slavery. It was actually British, the white people first in the United States. British people literally are the first people. White men are literally the first people to get rid of slavery. First ever. There's no joke. Like, they were the last to have slavery, and my God, this is true. Like, a lot of people don't like to acknowledge this. Black people were capturing each other, and this was tribal warfare, capturing other black people and then selling them as slaves to different countries there, the Middle East, to Asia, and then to the United States. People don't know this, but hey, let's blame the white man instead. Let's see if I could scroll through it. Hey, there we go. Skype is working just fine now. I got it going. Okay. Let's see what's on today. Let's see if the freaking thing works. Perhaps it will work. Going on for 36 minutes and tops. Okay, good. I'll have to look for something. Not that it really matters anyway, but there you go. There you go. I can keep myself entertained. I'm going to watch myself, actually. I'm going to watch myself on stream. Because, you know what? The most entertaining part about this is just fucking commenting on my fucking channel. It'll be fucking hilarious. I am the big butt. Politics, immigration politics. Huh. Yeah, the new features. Now, you want to look at immigration politics or some sort of that? Skype. I'm pretty sure. Showing a Vice lady already who hates Trump. Oh, what are the odds? I don't know for a fucking name, but she's usually shitting on Trump for whatever reason. Trump is a meanie. He called me a blondie Stupid blonde person. Yeah, get over it. No one cares. God, some of the people just want to complain about nothing. I suppose I'm complaining too about people complaining. Weird. Real honestly, I can't say I'm better for that. It's a weird, weird, weird world. What do you think? I'm just waiting for more things to load, but I don't think that's gonna load anytime soon. So let's see if it goes by faster. Oh, it's going by faster. That's good. That's really good. Glad this goes by faster. Skype is fully loaded, so we got that out of the way. So let's go to YouTube. I think YouTube will work just fine too. But it'll take us some time as well. So it usually does this. YouTube's become such a overly yet poorly moderated site. People are switching to Rumble, and Rumble's kind of growing. Yeah, Andrew Tate switched to Rumble, and you're getting a lot of views for Rumble. Fax is dead. I know, Bozy. There I am. Let's click on it. We're clicking on it. Just fun. Ah, there I am. Listen to my voice. Okay, choose who can participate, set a delay between messages. There we go. It worked. So I'm gonna chat my own chat. Watch this. Watch this, people. Watch the master at work. Yes, I am the only one watching it. Because honestly, I deserve the person that deserves mostly watching from Ballsy is Ballsy. Like Ballsy, if Ballsy's watching you, you should just feel happy. That's it. Ballsy's watching you, you should just be happy. If you ain't watching you, it doesn't matter how many views you have. Ballsy's not watching, you fucking should end yourself. I don't give a flying fuck. Okay? I am here. Okay? The best comment to have ever been made. Oh my god, that you can't get any better than this. Yeah, you really can't get any better than this. Okay, time to star this because it's the best. Any comment from Ballsy is a star comment. I'm sorry, it's true. Any star comment is a bull. Any Ballsy comment is a star comment. I don't know why you can't like Ballsy comments. I mean, like every Ballsy comment's a great comment. I'm sounding entitled now, but you know what? I'm bored. I need to bored. I'm really bored because I'm a nutcase, talking to myself all day long. And you know what? I'm glad it's just me talking to myself. Really, even though it's on stream, and you know, any time you stream, you're hoping for views, but you know what? At the same time, you can't really be mad. Because at the end of the day, all you have to do is continue streaming and continue streaming. That's all it really counts. You know, I have notes, so I could just read off of if I do get bored anyway. Or news, or anything, and just give a take on that. Or I could just watch some dumb stuff and fucking have fun with that. Yeah, I could do that too. Review some people, talk shit about some people. Who knows? All it really counts is that I do anything. I'm gonna be back real quick, and I'm gonna play some music just in case that anybody does comment. But anyway, I'll be back. Oh, it's on a loop. Hey, you're supposed to be playing, motherfucker. I told you to play, motherfucker. I don't know, I'm gonna do some music plays. It's my music, so maybe we might just like I don't give a shit. Hey, tell me. I know, don't play. Why you letting me down? My God. There, where are you at? Finally, playing the music. God, I have my voice. Should be singing. Should be like, I don't know. Not singing. Singing's there. Actually, I'm going to show you guys something. You know, I just feel like showing up. I don't know. Oh, actually, let me do this first. Let me see. I'm going to play the black string back first and listen to how I sound. Hold on. Ballsy. 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 Oh, that was good. I think it was good. Maybe it sounded terrible, but hey, you know what? I'm going to play it back. Hold on. Bear was, my dogs were like, hey, what are you doing? Hold on. Let's see the. It worked. So, there we go. I'm going to check. Listen to the freaking. Oh, the audio sounded fucking bad at first. I'm gonna give it time. Yeah. There we go. Let's listen to this now. Oh, that sounds terrible. Yeah, should have been closer. Oh, that's not too good, actually. Hold on, I'll try again. I mean, don't get me wrong. No, not many people can really do that. Not many people can really do that. Honestly, let me try that again. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the microphone closer to my mouth because, like, to really get it good, sometimes you just gotta make it sound good. So let me try again. Ballsy, ballsy, I can't do the fast. The chorus was like not really good. Okay, let me try that one more time. Just chorus. Yeah, could be better. The sound, I already sound like not the best. Hey, shut up. Hold on. Hold on. Let's scroll through. Just listen in through one more time. Better because it's more audible. Oh, I just kind of messed up there. Shit. That sounds funny. I really do. I honestly do sound funny on this. Like, I really do. But for what it's worth, I think I did okay. I mean, it could be better. Don't get me wrong. I need a lot of practice because, like, for one, like it's not too good. Let's be real. It's not too good. It's not like something that is great in some kind of some shit. But it's not. But it's not great. It could be better. It just needs a little work. And honestly, I haven't been practicing that too much, which I really do need to practice it. If I really, really want to get it down, I would have to practice that like 100-fold, like every day. Like all it really is to take practice. Don't get me wrong, beatboxing is easy to learn. And pretty is easy to learn. It takes a lot of practice, and it takes some skill with your mouth, but being able to beatbox can be easy once you get the basic sound. But at the end of the day, it's a skill that requires a lot of practice. It's like playing the piano, guitar, any instrument. A lot of practice. Just a lot of practice. This goes for like a shooting range. I've been in ROTC. I've practiced some shoots. All of it like takes some practice. Like these are like pretty easy things to learn. All it takes is like the technique, stance, the movements. And this is like, well, if we were talking about shooting, the proper way to hold a rifle, the proper weight for a prone position, how to shoot, the practicing. It's easy to shoot a gun, but it's also easy to miss your target. So the important thing is like practice until you get it down. That is the whole purpose of shooting a gun. And it's also the purpose for practicing anything. I mean, fight is a bit different. If you practiced ever wrestling, martial arts, boxing, anything, those are a bit harder. No, don't get me wrong. It's easy to jump up and down and throw a punch, but throwing a proper punch and having it be effective is a totally different thing. A straight punch doesn't mean you're going to actually hurt somebody. Okay, that's why in fighting in most martial arts or boxing, anything, they teach you to like throw your hips into it, because if you just throw a straight punch without really anything, snap it out, it's not going to have any effect on anybody if you really think about it. I mean, that's why they say put your hips and back into it, and they say snap it because they want you to be faster at it and put all your force into it. So the proper punch, I mean, this got to be interesting to explain because not a whole lot of people knows what goes into fighting. Hey, 0 views? Hey, I'm watching myself, you fucking asshole. Put it back to 1. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. The point is you throw a snapping punch, snap your attacks, but put all your force once you throw it all the way through and then put it back instantly. Right? I should probably show an example of this. Yeah, the example should be good. I'll throw a kick if you want, but not anybody cares. But hold on, let me find you, and man, I got a lot of things saved into here. There we go. See if you guys can see it. Oh shit! No, don't fall over, bitch! Don't ever fall over. Okay. There we go. Okay, see this? Easy, right? I'll show you. Not that everybody cares, but there's a difference between this, and this, right? This. I'm putting all my force into that and snapping it back. That's a quick jab, really. Throwing a jab is important. Not that I showed myself how to fucking jab. I'm gonna learn some new things from me. I can learn everything from me. Yeah, but eventually somebody's gonna see this. Yeah, you're seeing it right now, Ballsy. Shut up. I don't give a fuck. Actually, I had like 2 viewers for some reason. Like, what was the fucking second one? I don't care. But it is kind of strange that some. Yeah, probably like I'm one of those bots. Always gonna be the bots. Yeah, but I'm not the bot. I'm the real. I am here. One watching. Finally, Jesus Christ, you got it right this time. What else did I do? Already. Hold on. Let me go back a bit. I say go back a bit. Okay, let me try that one more time. Of course. I think this is bad. Yeah, that could be much better, to be honest. Yeah, just needs a bit of practice. Tim Pool. Oh, I've listened to. Wait, Tim Pool? Why is there a Tim Pool? Oh no, Freedom Tunes. Never mind. I don't really like Tim Pool. Guys like those kind of like let's cause some chaos. But then again, I like chaos. But it's with chaos with other people. I don't get it. I guess that's his freaking channel. It's Freedom Tunes. I got a notification from Freedom Tunes. So it's about Tim Pool. I don't feel like watching Freedom Tunes right now. Don't really care what Freedom Tunes has to offer right now. Funny content, don't get me wrong, but I don't really give a shit. It's all just a bunch of freaking screw the laugh. But yeah, right, I agree with that. Hold on. What do I want to see? Background content. Nothing of sorts. Hold on. Oh, remember this? Remember this guy?
Hey,
Talk
Ballsy.
tracks.
You bitch.
Hi.
Why don't you
I'm a
quit
bitch.
Final so the Vikings stand battles for him.
How about you stop slurring your words?
Battle returning. Cause you're scattered on it. And keep
I'm scared
my
of the
name
corner.
out of
Who's
your
corner?
motherfucking mouth.
Fucking. Was he like trying to sound like a Minnesota Vikings fan or something? That's the only explanation. He was trying to sound like that guy. One of those days that you were like, what the fuck? Hey, let me do this. Love this one. There we go. I like both. I like both. Both work. I like them. Hold on. Ha! I made it work. I put my logo, my pretty face logo up there. I'm the promo. No, I'm not gonna say that I'm prettiest. That's gay. Let's look at this. Starring Jacob RP. Nominated for fakest eyebrows. I love this theme. What do you call this? No, it's a meme. I love this meme. It's such simple, but it's so much work so well. It's worked so well. I mean, I would say that works the best. Yep. Now we're reaching an hour long, so I think this is good. Let's see how long we can go. I think I can go maybe 2 hours. Sure. Do I really want to go 2 hours though? I don't know. Hold on. Let me look for something else. look for something. Really am gonna look for something else. I really am kind of curious of what up there. I mean, I've seen some videos already. I know the videos out there. Not that it really matters or anything like that. It is a chill stream. Shall I talk about WWE, Bullsy? Yes, Bullsy, talk about WWE. And the new world title. I have like one question. Now, I was kind of done for wrestling for quite a while now, but I heard about the storyline with the Bloodline and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Honestly, that's a good, cool little storyline. That's kind of the only reason why I'm kind of sort of paying attention to anything anymore. It's a good storyline. I think it's a good storyline. But other than that, anything else is like, bleh. Like, I don't know why anybody would want to watch that shit. It has no story. It has no really intriguing storylines to invest your time in. I heard that Seth Rollins may win the World Heavyweight Championship. By the way, like the WWE has actually ignored the World Heavyweight Championship being unified with the WWE title. The WWE World to create the unification of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So like basically the title that Roman has, well, one of the titles that Roman has is basically the both World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship. So I find it kind of bizarre that they're bringing in back the World Heavyweight Championship, ignoring the fact that the whole purpose of the unification for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship was to unify them, and they kind of created one title because there was the Undisputed title, and they kind of just like, I guess, renamed it the WWE title because I suppose they were planning on to bring back the Big Gold in 2016, but changed their mind to bringing in the Universal title, which by all means like was treated with more respect than the WWE title, even though it's history. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird what Vince does. I don't know his plans or anything like that. I don't know why he would want to do anything like that. Like focus more on a world title that literally is new than a title that's been around for years, a part of your company. And that's Vince McMahon, I guess. More importantly, like, not that it really even kind of matters in all that short, because it's probably going to happen either way. But I don't understand why Roman needs 4 titles. Because if they were planning to put 4 titles on Roman just for the Uso match at SummerSlam, I'm guessing that's what they're heading towards. Roman and Solo Sikoa beat Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens turns on Sami once again, even though their storyline after WrestleMania, just to see the Usos wrestle Roman and Solo at SummerSlam for the tag team championships. It seems like a self-defeat. What it kind of was like, I think that's the story they're going for. As Sami and Kevin Owens have their own fucking program for the same time for like, I don't know how many years they had. You know, this is like a new storyline where they finally team up together once again and make up. So now they're going to turn. I guess they're heading towards turning on each other once more. I don't know. Like, it's WWE. What do you expect? I don't know what to expect anymore. So, now we reached an hour. I'm going to check and see what's up and about. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that some people don't really give a shit either way. Just waiting for it to load. You know, I saw videos in the Discord, and it was apparently about Scott McKinnon. Of course, what is not about Scott McKinnon? So I picked up on the video where apparently Scott was addressing Dave, calling him a liar and accusing him of actually trying to get Simo fired. And Scott was like, "Well, I didn't call this. I wasn't trying to get Simo fired. It was you and your trolls," or some shit like that. Now, granted, I kind of do see Dave actually saying, yeah, go leave negative reviews on Simo's job and say how he sucks. I honestly do see him saying that. It isn't out of the ordinary that he would say something like that. I won't deny that. But do I believe that? Do you actually believe that people wasted their time leaving negative reviews trying to get Simo fired? Do you think people actually care about that? I don't think so. I don't think anyone would do that. I mean, I don't think that even if they did do that, out of 100 reviews, like, he's not going to get fired over bad reviews. It's not going to happen. Like, I mean, if he's just a cook or some shit like that, I don't know what the job is. That's what I think it is. But, I mean, I really don't know anything else. But from the video and context, I would have to understand what was being said. Because it seems like a normal Scott behavior where he makes a video saying, "No, it was you." Because there's two more things. There's one thing that really caught me off guard that I didn't expect him to say. And one of them was, "Yeah, I did say I was Agent McKinnon. I was impersonating a police officer. I could claim whatever I want to be. I could be a call center agent and a private investigator. I could identify whatever I want to be." Which was like, dude, what? What? Is he really saying this? Like, okay. Few things wrong with that, okay? One, you cannot just call yourself, and you can't just be like, I identify as an agent. And a call center agent, if you are a call center agent, because he also said this, I did call Simo's job and I wanted to speak to him. Because I wanted to speak to him. Because he had me blocked. Okay. Okay, for one, why on earth would you even need to call somebody's job to get in contact with them? For instance, you already have his Skype info, so you can. What's stopping you from contacting him for another Skype account, right? I mean, you're known for making other accounts, right? So what's stopping you there? Besides, you're willing to try to call somebody's work just to speak to somebody, claiming you're something you're not. So like if they went that level, like, it doesn't make fucking sense. I'm a call agent from a call center or whatever. You said, I didn't say I was from an specific agency. Well, you said you're an agent. Therefore, you're representing somebody, apparently. So you're kind of are impersonating somebody. You were saying you weren't, but you were impersonating an agent. Whatever that agent is apparently you didn't testify to. You didn't clarify it. But you said you're an agent. So you said, I was impersonating as a police officer. Okay, you're impersonating as an agent. Okay, that's the thing. I really don't know how to explain this. Like, you're calling somebody so you can talk to them through their job, claiming you're an agent. What? Because he blocked you, and you wanted to make sure he wasn't fucking with you, even though he had you blocked. Hey, if he had you blocked and he wouldn't talk to you then, what makes you think calling his job he would want to talk to you through there, right? That is some of the most dumbest. That's the dumbest excuse I have ever heard. It is so fucking stupid. It makes my brain cells die. It literally makes my brain cells kill themselves. It is so stupid. Not to mention, saying you can identify whatever agent is you want is simply just not true. Okay? For both, you have to meet qualifications. Okay. I kid you not. Let me see if I have to show this. I have to explain this. It is some of the dumbest. It is one of the most dumbest things I have ever heard. Okay, dumbest things I ever heard. I can identify as whatever regions I please. Do you realize one of them was as a call center agent? Understand this. What kind of dumb motherfucker from a call agency makes a call to a restaurant from Canada just to talk to not a customer, an employee? What kind of fucked up dumb shit is that? That is the dumbest thing you could ever make an excuse of. Oh, Agent McKinnon. What kind of fucking call center agent ever refers to them as Agent McKinnon or Agent anything? What? You do know the idea of a call center agent is that they receive calls about complaints or helping solve problems themselves. You're not making a call from an agency, like a call center agency, to talk to somebody about whatever from Canada. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense. How can you claim yourself to be a call or agency and say I identify that when you don't even meet the qualifications to be one? That's one stupid thing. Another is in a private investigator. He also said he could be a private investigator. No, you cannot. By the way, in Canada law, you have to have an IP license. And most people that are, private investigators in Canada don't succeed. And they fail. What makes you think you would succeed? Like, okay, especially being that you don't even meet the requirements to even be one to begin with. You have a criminal record. You can't be a private investigator. You just can't. With that alone, with the criminal record, you can't be a private investigator. Plus, I don't know. This guy's claiming he could be whatever he identifies as, and that's like the most what I found, and that's just early on. Like, what? No. Like, why are you saying this? It's one of the most. It's just so stupid. It's so fucking retarded. Like, how the fuck does he come up with this stuff? Like, I can identify as anything, any agent I please. You don't even meet the qualifications for the things you mentioned as agencies. And private investigation isn't really an agency. They could be considered agents, I suppose, but you can't really call them an agency. It's so fucking stupid. It's one of the most dumbest fucking shit I have ever heard. Oh, fuck. Just thinking about it is kind of mind-numbing. You have no idea. Like, oh, God. Like, what kind of person says this shit? I guess a psycho. I really should go with the qualifications to be a freaking call center representative. That's what it really is, a call center representative. You don't really call it an agency. I mean, don't get me wrong. They are representatives, like, considered agents because they're representing somebody. That's what it is. An agent can represent somebody. So, but they're really considered but you're gonna call them representatives. That's what you're mostly gonna refer them to as, not agents. Although I guess you can, but call center representatives is more of an accurate thing to say about them. But even so, Scott meets no requirement to even be one. He just doesn't. You can't conceive any possible way that he would even even have one. And for one, having effective communication skills. The guy makes freaking enemies on YouTube all day long. He gets in bar fights. He has no friends, but he has good communication skills with people. Teamwork, that's out of the question. Having emotional stability, well, yeah, and the guy freaking gets angry at people for having opinions. What? He's gonna have a fucking good old time trying to freaking help people solve problems? And by the way, problem solve them. Like, the guy has more problems in his life than anybody else in Canada combined. What makes you think he's gonna solve anybody's problems? He can't even solve his own. He has an addiction problem that he still hasn't gotten rid of. Like, his multiple personality disorders with their own disorders. Guy's the epitome of problems. Okay, what's another one? Like, oh, retention and recall. That's probably the most outside of the organization skills, which I'll get to in a minute. That's probably the most of them all. But retention, I mean, he's got most things saved on his hard drive about the community. I mean, so I could say he has some good memory retention. He doesn't have a memory of goldfish. But recall, he has bad recall because his mental capacity, especially with knowing that he drinks so much alcohol that he drank all his brain cells away, and he has terrible cognitive ability. I would doubt that he has good recall memory. Like, it's all mental. Like, he wouldn't be able to recall something from yesterday, or maybe he can. I don't know. No, but he doesn't have good recall. He has good retention because he has got a lot of things saved from the community. Like, he keeps tabs on the community, which goes to like having good organization skills, which they're not going to hire him for anyway, even if they sell the see, look at all the scumbags I've been keeping tabs on YouTube. They're all coming at me. What do you say we arrest them together? And the call center energy is like, dude, we're not police. We're just agencies helping people with, financial problems that they may have had that really they didn't buy from us, or they're having issues with the products they got from us. We don't really deal with arresting people. Well, you're all fucking liars. You're all fucking liars. Your agency is a bunch of police force. How dare you lie to me? That's probably something you would do. Weird. But hey, Scott McKinnon, what are you going to do? What are you really going to do about Scott McKinnon? He's always going to have issues with people. Okay, Showtime. Let's go to history. I do remember him saying this. Like, I do, like, addressing the lies on Dave, apparently. And he's saying things like, I could identify as agencies. Well, no, you cannot. What are you, a tranny? Well, then again, you have dressed up like a woman before, so I guess it doesn't surprise me that you're actually saying you can identify as something. I can identify as an agent, so therefore I am that thing. Well, you are a thing, but you're not an agent. You're never going to be an agent. The place you're at, knowing your history, there's no way anybody would take you. And you're fucking done. There's no way anybody would take you in. All you are is literally just freaking scrap heap. You're freaking a pile of shit. No one will hire a pile of shit. Just not gonna happen. Good thing is, he's not gonna review this. He can't see it. He doesn't even know if I'm live or not. So I don't have to deal with his bullshit going, well, you're a liar. You're just a dinkhead. Just because I'm retarded doesn't make you not retarded. Or some shit like that. He's gonna come freaking meltdown. So I wonder what other people are doing. Again, streamed on Saturday. I'm just gonna kind of look around a bit. Ken streamed on Saturday. Talked about interesting stuff. Nice to know that Tony still streams. Cool. Midnight Gunky has been making videos on Tony, by the way. Interesting. Okay, let's go back to my stream. See how am I doing? Videos on Tony, by the way. Interesting. There we go. So nothing much really happening. Nothing much happening at all. So that's that. I would assume. No, come to think of it. No, come to think of it. I just saw Tony live. You think he's? I had like two viewers. Maybe he was one of them. I mean, he's known for just revealing people out of fucking spite. So like, wouldn't actually surprise me. He's known for that. I'm gonna check something. I'm not gonna review Tony. I don't care to review him. I'm because like I'm wondering what to do next. Like I've went an hour already, so like I don't know what else to do. I should have showed off a kick. That would have been funny. Watching people like come in, Bullsy kicking. I don't know. People are not gonna watch that. Who cares? What else? What else? What else? I'm just gonna go to scroll through on YouTube and see what's going on. Maybe I could just go through and see what kind of bullshit is being said. There's a lot of bullshit that's just always going to be said. White supremacy thing, the news kind of lying about stuff. Somebody's always lying about something. WWE isn't really kind of doing much of anything anymore. The only interesting story is like well actually there was an interesting story about AJ Styles and Seth Rollins where I don't know if I talked about this yet, but AJ Styles saying the World Heavyweight title is the secondary title, which it is. Like I mean, it never. Hey, pause. I didn't say play that. No, you watch YouTube like copyright strike me. Oh my god, 5 seconds of a video. No, we need to stop it now. You evil motherfucker, both of you. How dare you play a song on YouTube that doesn't belong to you? I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry that you have like a vagina, but don't freaking take it out on me, okay? Okay, so there's JD from New York always getting mad at Vince McMahon over the stupid shit. I mean, granted, he deserves it, but come on. Like, at this point, like, why do you watch if you hate it that much? Then again, he does have your content from that. And sometimes I enjoy his rants. It's funny as hell. Matt Walsh plays Grand Theft Auto 5. That's the last thing I expect that to be on my recommendations. I don't even watch Matt Walsh. What do you want? Gal? Saying hello, baby, like I'm doing something real quick. You know what? Fine. I'm going to text you back. Okay? You know what I'm going to say to you? She says, hello, baby. How are you? I'm going to tell her. You know what I'm going to tell her? I'm fine. That's it. I don't give a shit. Fucking texting me late that day that I told her I'm busy. I'm not busy, by the way. There's nothing really here for me to do today. I did all my shit. I did all my shit. Now, what am I scrolling through? Chris Benoit, did wrestling make him psychotic? The fuck? And that's the last thing I'd expect to see on my recommendations. I don't fucking know. Who is the strongest stick? What are these recommendations I'm getting? Oh, there's food. Losers, creeps, pedos. The indie wrestling degenerates. There's a lot of degenerates in pro wrestling. Pure greed. Why did Angry Birds go bankrupt? I don't fucking. Pure greed made them bankrupt? I don't know. Jose Cartman. There is really. God damn it. Stop playing freaking videos that I don't want to watch. I don't care about it. Bye bye. Why are you playing that? Oh, that's Verbal Ace Beatboxer. Pretty good. Now let's go back up. I'm just gonna enter back on my stream. I don't feel like reviewing anything just yet, Bullsy. Well, Bullsy, I want to see a review of something. Well, we're gonna have to be patient. I can review myself. Not that anybody cares. A review of something. Well, we're gonna have to be patient. I can review myself. Shut up, Bullsy. Past Bullsy. Why are you talking? You know what? I could just take other people's ideas and play the streams. I know. You know, there's a lot of a Crowder situation with his wife. Hold on. Louder with Crowder. Crowder fight with wife. Because apparently there's a story that broke up. Influencer Steve Crowder caught berating pregnant wife for not wifely duties. Okay, let's see it. Okay, this is 1 minute 10 seconds, so let's turn this up. Let's go full screen. There we go. I'm yelling at her for not wifely duties. Now, I don't know what the wifely duties she was not supposed to do. I'd assume cook and clean. Okay, so let's play it to see what's happening. You said I don't love you and I never received. And you never loved me. ABCD. You just need to be disciplined about it. Okay. Let's play it again. This is kind of confusing talking like I don't love you. That's the big problem. Oh boy, that doesn't sound good. I never received love from you. And the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, D. You just need to be disciplined about it. And you go, no. Okay. Okay, first 10 seconds. I'm guessing this is just an argument about like Steven Crowder not doing her part, right? That's the thing I get. Now, whatever those are, we don't know. Okay, but so far I'm just getting a argument between husband and wife. And I think the weird part is saying, I don't love you. That's the big problem. Then why are you with her? Like, what? Okay, no, it's not really going to play the full clip. It's freaking so let me find the whole thing. Like, I don't want any biased takes from fucking anybody. So right now, all I get was... Now, all I have is, like... Okay, there it is.
Right-wing commentator Steven Crowder, who seems to be...
Nah, TYT, not that. This is gonna be really hard to find the full clip because like it's gonna be like giving me like people talking about, oh look, this person talks. I don't care. I just want the full clip, full context. I don't care about anybody else's take. It's all fucking stupid. Monster. People is calling him abusive. Because right now, first 10 seconds, all I see is an argument. So far, the only part that catches me off guard is I don't love you. Why would you say that if you don't love her? Why are you with her to begin with? Because you won't do her duties. Okay.
A video of political commentator Stephen Crowder gaslighting his wife Hillary.
Okay. God damn it. This is gonna be abuses Candace Owens of extortion. Stephen Crowder accuses Candace Owens of extortion. Yeah, a lot of people are not really liking Stephen Crowder, but yeah, even Candace Owens is not less liking. A lot of things are not liking Stephen Crowder. Stephen Crowder does not look good. Looks like Stephen Crowder is not in it. I just want to see the full clip and that's it, but it's not really giving me that. So I suppose everybody's opinions are already fucking made. And of course, Fosh weighs on it. This is what a fascist does. A right-wing fascist does. That's probably what he's saying. Candace Owens attacks, like what? This is not really giving me anything. Like I type in the context, and the first thing it shows me is, look, got Destiny giving a take on it. Like I don't care what Destiny says. Like why does anybody else like? Why do I have to freaking listen to somebody else give a dumb take about some dumbass when I could just listen to the whole clip myself? Okay, hold on. Let me full clip. Let me type in full clip. It wouldn't be on YouTube. The YouTube Young Turks. No, like goddamn crowd control. Fuck that. You could at least give me something. Like, why do I have to listen to? Fuck that. Yep, it's not really gonna give me anything. Like, anything I look up for, it's just like, no, not giving me anything. Even though it's something I want. I suppose I could look for something else. Yeah, what could I look for? What am I looking for? Not many to talk about anymore. Like I went through an hour and 32 minutes. I think this is good time. Very good time. What's going on in the political world today? What is today? What am I going on? What's going on here? Wait. Abba and Preach sounds stupid to me. Men humbles attention-seeking gym woman. There's videos of that. Cartoon secrets finally exposed. Whatever. How we exposed Biden bros. Well, apparently exposed Biden's TikTok army. Apparently Biden has a TikTok army. Whatever the people are. I don't know why Biden would have a TikTok army. But then again, there's a lot of Biden supporters out there. Even though there's lack of compared to the whole population in the US. Who the fuck would want to support a guy like that? A guy who's clearly demented. Has dementia. Oh, he doesn't have dementia. He doesn't. Everybody speaks like that. Yeah, okay. You tell me everybody stumbles and frickin' then goes to talk about the man on the moon after going after trying to talk about the vaccines. Papa Meat. Papa Meat has some disturbing animations. I've seen some of its animations. It's like very disturbing. I don't like it. People like it, that's fine, that's you. Humble guy though. Very humble. Yeah, there's not really anything anymore. Like, I suppose I could just like review drama fights or some shit. Internet fights is always funny. Honestly, I'll just review an internet debate. Enter net fights. It's always funny watching those. People think they're smart and have a good point, but really they sound like complete numb nuts, right? In its worst dog fights. Yeah, instead of like pulling your dogs away, let's pull out a recording where your dog's fighting an attempt almost dying. Yeah, okay, that sounds like a good idea. Fucking idiots. I want clicks and reviews and some shit. Yeah, good for you. Okay. Wrong one. Internet debates. When I think of internet fights, I think of internet arguments, thinking they're tough and have good points. That's what I think. Messy Monday, stupid internet debates. Yamni Parks exposes Hazen. Yeah, Hazen's already. Yeah, we know Hazen's a fucking idiot. Internet debates, fucking. Hazen Pie versus freaking Andrew Tate. That's freaking funny as fuck. Destiny's ethics tested by cosmic skeptics. No. Not that. Okay, let me go to my subscription. Yeah, I'm just gonna look for fucking funny shit. It's really what I'm looking for. Project Versalities, they made a new video, by the way. Versalities. Actually. Where are you? 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 I didn't subscribe to Papa Meat. Why is he in my subscription? Fucking whatever. Unsubscribe later. I don't really care. I never subbed to that guy, but why is YouTube subbing for me? General Gary, Renew, Summer Ed Recorder, Yellow Guy, Carl Kaiser Nico, Solid JJ, Project Versalities, Freedom 2, Swerve, the guy's a YouTuber, yes, Shameless, Amazon, Playing with Fire, why am I subscribed to Playing with Fire? Ray William Johnson, whatever, there you go. It's just fun. Okay. Technically, I'm just playing other streams on other people. Like, okay, let's see it.
Welcome to the Whatever Dating Talk podcast.
Oh, it's a dating talk.
Tonight, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. We're coming to you live from Santa Barbara, California, every Sunday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm your host, Brian Atlas. I'm joined by my co-host, Kiki. She's somewhere back there. She's a bit shy. Guys, if you...
The funny thing about this is when I first heard about the Whatever podcast, when I tuned in for one of them, apparently they're like a dating, like, debaters, I guess. Obnoxious feminists kicked out. Yeah, because apparently, this is a dating thing, and people debate it here. debate about dating here, but it's really not debating. It's just people saying things they think they
Quick
know.
announcements before the show begins. This podcast is viewer supported. Have YouTube
I don't care
demonetization.
about that.
Because I also did like social experiments like back in the day, but I don't think
Why the fuck is Destiny's in this dude's hair?
Um,
Blue and red.
I'd be curious to hear from Base Burner if he wants to send in another TTS. What inspired you exactly to stop sleeping around? If you want to answer us.
Was a chase for another $300.
Was a chase? Yeah, might as
Fishing.
well.
Nah, stupid question. Come on.
Insane, and so if it doesn't drive them insane, I'm
Why
curious.
were you
like,
curious
is
about
that?
the number of men?
Just because it's an interesting
You
question.
gotta come from somewhere.
It's an
You gotta
interesting
be a
question.
little bit more creative.
It's an interesting question, you know.
You're a smart guy. You
There's
can be a little bit more creative about
there's
it.
15,000 people watching, and I'm sure a lot of them would be curious.
So it's for the content.
Of course.
That's what it
Of course, it's for, it is for the content. You're there to answer questions and give a number, right? If it's a question about how many men you sleep, okay, it's just a question. 5. That's how many men you could say you slept with. Who cares?
It's a juicy
not like
question,
I'm
exactly.
genuinely curious. Like you're not trying to bring It's not gonna.
There's an element of curiosity, and there's also an element where I'm trying to make an interesting show for all the people that are watching.
I feel like just because they're in an open relationship, maybe that doesn't mean they should be subjected to like particularly invasive.
Subject, if they're. What kind of retarded statement is that? Like, I love this kind of talk sometimes because you're filled with dumbness and you're filled with fucking weirdness and saying, well, if they have like a public relationship, doesn't mean they have to be subjected to talk about it. Well, if your relationship is public, and people are obviously gonna be open to ask about it, but if you don't feel comfortable, I don't know, being asked about it, maybe don't make it public. Maybe don't let people know about it because obviously it's gonna garner some questions from other people. And if you don't want to ask them, don't join a podcast where you're going to be asked questions, where you're going to obviously debate about it. Like that goes without saying.
Volunteers that they're in a monogamous
Why are
relationship.
you speaking on behalf of Destiny? I don't. Yeah. If he has an issue with the degree of questions you're asking him.
No, I'm curious myself. Like, I didn't expect that half the panel already would be just about their relationship.
I mean, what do you think dating is really? When you date somebody, you're usually kind of having a relationship with them, right? They're going to be just a fling, right? But I mean, you're dating people, dating talk, right? And usually when you date people you want a relationship with. That, I mean, it goes without saying.
No, let's go to you. Are you just
You're saying I don't want to steal the attention, but you came to a dating show and you've avoided all the questions about your dating life.
Yeah,
Besides the fact that you've never been on a date.
my dating life.
It's kind of all under the same umbrella. Of course.
Yes.
Of course it is.
You're on a dating podcast and you don't think that your dating life is up for discussion. No, I didn't say.
You didn't really say that.
It's all connected. It's all connected.
Discussions for the monogamous people.
Okay.
So,
Wait.
you,
Virgin? Confirm or deny? Just give us something. Give us
really, this is like the most pressing topic for the dating
It's literally a
podcast.
yes or no. It'll take you 1 second to.
Try to press me.
What about the duration of how long it takes to answer a question like that? So
What's up with the sophistry? Why don't you just answer it?
I mean, you were evasive about why you were like.
I said because I was curious and because it's good content.
After a lot of deliberation, basically, I feel like Fresh is the best one for her from the Fresh. I feel like she fits the archetype that Fresh goes after.
What archetype is that?
Chubby white girl.
Shots fired.
Just joking, Fresh. Love you.
Although I had a question for you.
Go ahead. I'm ready. Thanks, Plan Life.
You said earlier, with respect to like the dancing thing,
Yes.
you said it would be a boundary of yours to not let your partner or wife dance with another man.
Correct.
Is that really a boundary, or isn't that more of an agreement? I feel like a boundary is something that you say that I'm going to do or abstain. But I don't know that a boundary could really like include. I don't really think of them that way. I think a boundary says things that like I would independently decide I don't want to do or I do want to engage
Bad
in.
idea to get a game boy.
To me, you told me.
I know. I
Focus on the conversation.
Steven.
Yeah, I know. You fucked me. You lied to me.
I'm sorry. I missed
There is a boundary. They're talking about there's a boundary and an agreement and a contract. Continue.
I just know when you do your streams, like Factorio and shit.
Hello?
I
don't understand
can't
the
okay.
virgin.
No, I actually want to interject. So
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
No,
Let
wait.
me
Let me interject.
Let her go.
Okay,
Let her go.
Okay.
See what I mean? This is fucking chaos. These internet debates are just like people think they're they were just arguing about somebody playing video games.
Wait. I just want to say something. Earlier you guys were talking about traditional relationships.
What?
I was raised in a Hispanic traditional Catholic family household. The idea that dancing ballroom or dancing in general is non-traditional to me is insane because like all of South America, Central America, Spain, they dance salsa, they dance merengue. That is part of the culture, and a lot of people there are very traditional, very Hispanic Catholic.
Well,
So to me, there is a discrepancy.
The issue is not with the actual dancing. The issue is with dancing with someone who's not your partner.
That's what
White.
they do. That's
White,
what
that's what they do.
it's literally just part of the culture.
Is it?
Yeah,
Not part of my culture. Is that part
I
of my
was literally born and
Not
raised
part of my
in the culture.
culture.
When it comes to the reaction to that video that I brought up, it was because of the context around it. If
No,
you were
hold
just
on.
those
No,
random
wait.
people,
The-
I don't think that
Should we watch?
Wait, hold on. No, to be clear, the reaction. No, you can watch it. Go on. The reaction is. Yeah, no, I have to. Sure, all you want. I'll jerk off to it for you if you want after the show. Okay.
I have an OnlyFans.
Just do it under the table. Yeah, as long as you're paying for it. Okay. Hold on. The issue is not the reaction to the video, even the context around it. The issue is that right now, everybody in like the red pill like culture that's like taking over like online shit is like obsessed with like cuck and everything related to it. So much that I think it's actually a hidden fantasy for a lot of the people that talk about it. Well,
What?
like
See
a
him
guy
over it.
talking to somebody else or a girl saying something like cuck, 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 cuck. Like people talk about it incessantly. It's like fucking insane. More so than it would have been like even 5 or 10 years ago. It's like
Yeah, I think that's more of a joke on blue pill people, calling people a cuck. They sound like a cuck. It's a red pill thing, I guess, but apparently, according to Destiny, that means the red pillars are secretly wanting to be cucks. I don't know.
protection. It's some kind of weird obsession with like being cucked or cucked. Like to the point where some of these shows, I don't think I've heard it here, but people will say things like if your girlfriend has like a high body count, you start dating her, you got cucked. Or like your girlfriend is like talking to another guy in a way that's getting cucked. It reminds me of like the old 4chan copy pasta,
Okay, I agree with something like that.
where it's like the ultimate cuck is a father that raises a daughter because he's preparing his daughter's pussy to get plowed by some other guy. And that's like the ultimate cuck. Like I'm just saying, like the obsession with like the cuck shit is like insane. I don't think it has anything to do with me or the dancing, because like he said, in a lot of traditional cultures, a lot of people dance. And if you do like ballroom dance or competition, you're not only competing with a boyfriend, right? You're like dancing with like partners and other people that have practiced with you and everything. So I just think the obsession has to do with like the current culture around like the whole
I
cuck
don't
and like
think that
dating
there's an
shit.
obsession. I think that cuckoldry and other weird fetishes are being pushed in both pornography and pop culture, and people are just responding to that.
Absolutely
People
not.
like it. I think that
Cuckoldry is an actual fetish is really
I
rare.
think that people recognize degeneracy and they naturally
This is
say
it.
something.
There you go. So it's it's like this weird like degenerate angle, and then like the red pill stuff and kind of the trad cunt stuff and the
Well, there are
even
some
like
people that believe
wokeism stuff.
there's a right way to express sexuality and a wrong way, and I guess you're saying there's not a right or wrong.
I've never said that at all. There's plenty like. Well, you put degeneracy and weird in here. Well, because
Is there anything that you would consider sexually degenerate?
Yeah, but you said we weren't allowed to talk about some of that. So,
Subjects
we
fair
consider
enough.
those are the only things that are degenerate.
You're allowed to partake in it.
In broad speaking terms, as long as people are exercising or practicing some sexual thing that's between them and it's not hurting anybody else, in general, I think it's probably okay for people to do that. If you want to have like a pure monogamous relationship, if you want to be abstinent until you get married or whatever, and that's how you want to explore, I think that's totally fine. But it seems like people from some backgrounds find that they can be incredibly judgmental of other people's like sexual exploration, which is really weird to me because they'll get like really fixated on it. Like I've never had a
I don't think they're actually as fixated as he's saying they are.
conversation before where I'm like, what's it like to like only have your husband or boyfriend's dick like going in and out of your pussy? Like he's like,
I think I know what he's talking about. Destiny always gets called a cuck because his girlfriend's banging another dude, and he's shaming the red pillars or the right wing community for calling him a cuck. So they're like they're obsessed with saying the word cuck. Which I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think they're just calling him a cuck, and he's associating with that with a bunch of red pillars calling somebody else a cuck.
Really explicit conversation. But then people come to me and it's like, what do you think? Explanation, which is really weird to me because they'll get like really fixated on it. Like,
Well, there's Zero got it. I mean, this talk is actually kind of boring because Destiny's just talking really fast. But he's kind of associating with him being called with cucked with somebody else being called cucked. You know? That's what I'm kind of getting. Hold on. He really is. Yeah, not much to look at here. So I think I talked about the most things I wanted to talk about. I got nothing really else to talk about. Almost an hour. Almost an hour, really. So I'm bored. I think I did everything I wanted to do. An hour, I think I'm happy. What else should I do? What else should I do? Talk about? Do anything? I don't know. I mean, I went streaming, so I think I'll call it a day. I had fun. So I'll just end it here.
Thank you.